I just wanted to ask, this might be a personal question and you could abstain from answering, but like this has been kind of getting into my mind a little bit recently, and I've started to talk to more I guess professionals about it, keeping myself level and making sure I check in with myself has been kind of like a thing that I need to make sure that that's been happening. Do you ever have this feeling that you're not doing enough for community? And then if you've had a COVID scare like I'm currently dealing with right now, like, do you feel guilty if you're not there? And
We always, ever since we started doing this more than a decade ago, when we started in Atlanta, Georgia, there is always the feeling that you cannot do enough. You always feel hopeless and sad when you are on your last box and somebody comes up and says, "Could I have an extra one?" And there's nothing that you can give to them. So, and when you see the larger picture, you're like, I wish I could serve every homeless in the area. So that does creep in, but that kind of, I feel, is God's way of keeping you humble to, remind you that although He has blessed you with plenty, and although you have, a good amount of money or resources or physical strength, there is a limit. There is a
yes.
limit to the human endeavor and what a human can achieve all by himself or herself. So that kind of keeps us grounded. That keeps us always aware of the fact that we are not doing all that needs to be done. And
Yeah.
coming to the COVID scare, God has been so good to us and so kind to us that till now, all of us. So since we have a very small volunteer force, so it's me, my husband, my two daughters, 10 and 11-year-old, and we have Birtha, and we have the head priest at our Gurdwara. His name is Bhai Sukhdev Singh. So we have a very, very small group, a very thin group of 4 to 5 other volunteers who show up to help. So we do not have a large community helping right now, obviously because of the COVID scare. So we have a very small community, and we do not interact with, we do not go shopping or in the malls or eating out or anything like that. We
Mm-hmm.
try to, stay in our bubble. So we are only at the Gurdwara or, shopping for essentials for the service. So till date, we have been blessed enough to not have a COVID scare. But yes, we always have the thought at the back of our minds that if on a particular given day, if I fall sick or if I have a scare, it will definitely affect the operations to the extent that we would not be able to do the food giveaway on that particular day because I'm the only one cooking. Do not have anybody else to step in for me. So if
Mm-hmm.
I'm down, the service is down for that day.
Oh
So
no.
we do have a small fund saved up.
Mm-hmm.
So if we have that kind of a situation, we would probably be ordering, pizza in bulk from Little Caesars because that's the most cost-effective place I've found
Right.
and very close to the Gurdwara.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be our backup plan to make sure that people don't go hungry. But yes, if I am out, the service for that day is definitely going to be really affected.
Right. And for Bertha, I'm sure you're probably feeling a similar way too around these months.
Yes, Brian, when I began to get that feeling, what I do is I want to participate even that much more. But you know, being a senior, I do have to take very good care of myself.
Right.
And I just really count it a blessing, to be out there to give someone a word of encouragement, to hand them a meal, and also to participate in this community. If I, I'm a stakeholder in this community. I'm a longtime resident. I raised my family here in Alhambra. And Brian, if I don't do something, I just feel that, what, it might not get done. I don't know why I feel that way, but I just do. So I want to do my best. Okay, not every day's perfect, but I want to do when I'm out there, I want to do my best.
Mm-hmm.
And Brian, if I make a suggestion to you, maybe you should have Predip make you one of her spicy foods so you can go ahead and kind of perk up and clean out the sinuses and everything. By the way,
Yes,
she's a
yes.
great cook and she knows her spices.